Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the DC Collectibles Batman Arkham Knight Azrael. This is figure number 9 in the Arkham Knight series, and on the back right here, as part of series 3, you can see we have Red Hood, Professor Pig, and Man-Bat right there. I have already done a review of this Red Hood figure, haven't got those two. My brother does have a Man-Bat. If one day if you want a review of that, I can probably go ahead and borrow that for you, and if you're looking for any of these figures from this series, including this one right here, and any others that I show in this video for a comparison, you can actually find them all at Big Bad Toy Store. The link is in the description below. For now, let's go ahead and take a look at Azrael himself. And here's Azrael out of the packaging, and this figure looks so awesome. I've always loved how Azrael looks in pretty much any depiction, you know, whether it's from comic book or games or, you know, statues and everything. I really do have a very big fondness for the character, and the Arkham version of this guy is amazing. Now, the Arkham City figure also looks fantastic. That design was epic. The Arkham City version is another figure that my brother also has, if you one day maybe wanted to see that. As a quick size comparison, the figure stands about 7¼ inches tall. So here is Robin from Arkham Knight, and then we're going to go ahead and just put Harley here from the Asylum box set, just for a quick comparison right there. So a very nice size. And I also just want to mention that something that DC Collectibles does quite a lot now is actually in the box, the cape is actually packaged inside this little plastic sleeve. It's just to help prevent it get scratched and stuff, and to help like some of the oils and stuff from production rubbing onto it, because a lot of the times the capes from a lot of different companies can be quite oily and stuff, and also, you know, getting scraped and scratched and stuff when they're being put in the package, and especially when you take them out as well. So that just helps a little bit with that. But when you're taking this thing out of the package, because of the construction, because you've got these like cutouts, it's very pliable. So it really helps when you take it out, because it's really easy to fit through that gap, as opposed to a really thick cape that you can barely squeeze through, and then you get the marks from where the plastic's digging into it and stuff. Yeah, so that little bit of plastic there, that little bag, really does help protect the capes in packaging, which is fantastic. They also do actually take on colour from boxes and stuff, so you often see if like the paint's maybe still warm or wet or whatever, a lot of the time you can get smudged, so that is going to even further help with that. So really good quality control there. As you can see, Azrael comes with his characteristic huge sword right here, which looks absolutely phenomenal. It fits in the hand really well. It ain't going to come out of there. You just clip it in between the fingers and the thumb, obviously, but they do clamp back around the handle very securely, so that thing ain't going to fall out. It's a nice tight fit. As you can see, it just about slides in there, and you can hold it in both hands. It's done with really nice gunmetal grey kind of colour right there with some black. Fantastic. Coming a bit closer here, you can see the amazing detail that has been applied both in sculpt and paint. Not only do we have this like floating piece up here which connects to the back right there, and it's all of these straps and everything there, so that's all rubbery soft plastic, which really helps in terms of articulation with the shoulders and stuff. You've also got that on the hood here as well, which if you move back, he is actually like completely helmeted, so if you really wanted to remove the hood, you could. I got some green under there, which you can see just there by my thumb. Don't know how there's green, but there you go. Obviously Joker was in the vicinity when they were painting this. This bit's also rubberine plastic, and so is the belt area there as well. So all this stuff that, you know, shrouds over him is not going to hinder articulation. You've also even got the chainmail sculpted underneath there, which is so awesome. You've got all these little bits of battle damage and stuff. It looks phenomenal. Then you've got like what appears to be hand painted parts, all these silver detailing, which is not sculpted in, so that's just like freehand, I guess, over there, which is actually not done too sloppy. Looks pretty good. Then you've got silver on here to make it look like it's worn and battle damage and stuff. Really nice. One thing that's obviously not great is that from the package, these spikes are a bit warped, but if you heat them up, you can easily just bend them back, so that's not really a problem. And just in case you were wondering, obviously, because the hood is a separate piece, when you turn the head, obviously the hood does not turn with it, so you could potentially turn it far enough where he's just looking inside the hood. Some people might like it if the hood is moving as well. If you really wanted to, you could just put a bit of glue underneath there and glue it to it, and then it would move with it. But the head is quite stiff, if you're wondering. It does move a lot more than that. It's just hard to get a purchase on it because of the hood, and also it is quite stiff. But it does move full left and right. It's basically on a ball joint, so left and right, and it moves down pretty well too, not all that much up. We have this diaphragm piece here, which is fantastic. So you've got the left and right, forward and back crunches, side to side, and then you've also got the waist piece there as well, covered by the belt, which is great. The shoulders, they move out to the side, and they also move, it's very stiff, all the way up and down. We have the rotation and the hinge there at the elbow, rotation and a hinge at the wrist as well. The hips come out to the side, forward and back. You've got a rotation right there, double jointed knees, and then down here at the feet they go up and down, and we have ankle pivot as well. Just one thing I'm going to mention as well, there is actually a wash in this midsection, as you can see in some of those nooks and crannies, but it's not really applied to the main bit as much as here and here, so it is a little bit lighter in between. So I would have liked that to match up a bit more, but it doesn't really matter too much. Azrael is absolutely fantastic. That cape looks awesome, the sword is great, and every single bit of detail that's put on him, whether it be sculpted or painted, is done honestly pretty much perfectly. There's just that midsection that's just a tiny bit lighter than the rest, but other than that, he is literally a perfect figure. He's got amazing articulation considering the constraints of the line, and also just like the size and the amount of detail and stuff that's on him. And I have to say, this figure is pretty much perfect, so I definitely recommend it. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like, and if you want to see more pictures of anything else from my collection, including things coming up future reviews, and when I get my Big Bad Toy Store pile of loot shipped, that's going to be fantastic. It's going to be here by Tuesday, so there's a few days now, and then I'll get through to the big unboxing by Wednesday at the latest. It probably will be on Wednesday, because that's when I got my day off. So yeah. If you're looking forward to all that kind of stuff, check out my Instagram, it's Homerino123, and the link is in the description below. And also subscribe to see more reviews just like this. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.